You are the light of my life. You are the best thing that has happened to me. You are great. You are amazing. I'm so in love with you. I love you. Mommy loves you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alexis. I am 22, a young mama to 2 little boys. My nearly 3-year-old is right here on the iPad, so hopefully he lets me film this video. And then I have my newborn right here. My 3-year-old is named Micah, if I did not mention that. And my newborn is named Tobias. And today I'm going to be filming my 1-month postpartum and baby update. If you didn't know, I obviously had baby, and I will leave my birth vlog linked below. It's kind of crazy. I didn't get a lot of footage of the birth, but just like how things happened was kind of crazy. So you might want to go watch that before you watch this one. Come here, fat boy. Oh, whoa, whoa. That was so big. That was a big burp. Your belly feel better? So smiley. So I was going to get ready for this video. I actually did do my makeup 2 days in a row. One, to take them on a walk because I just needed to be normal for a day with everything that's going on in the world and just being like having a new baby. I don't get ready. And then yesterday was my husband's birthday, so I just wanted to look a little presentable. But no, I decided, let me just show y'all the real deal. And this is it, you know, no makeup. I actually would look crazier than this. This is me getting ready for the video. But I just wanted to be real because I've been watching YouTube and a lot of people are having newborns lately. And for some people, it might make them feel better and feel normal. But some of these moms are getting completely ready every day and baking and cleaning and all this stuff, and I'm like, girl, slow down. You just had a baby. So if you're more like me and you know, you try to keep up, like I try to make the bed and have it tidy, but I'm not like baking cakes or anything. No, I've been on the couch a lot watching a ton of TV, and my son has been eating a lot of freezer meals. Let's be real. So I'm going to start off with me and then I'll move on to baby. So I had him on March 23rd and he turns 1 month old tomorrow on April 23rd. So he's about 4.5 weeks now and I'm about 4.5 weeks postpartum. I barely made my postpartum appointment, so I'll be going next week at 5 weeks. I think you usually go at like 4 weeks and 6 weeks. I don't really remember with my first son, but I know for sure like 6 weeks at least, right? Something like that. And I barely made that today, so I'm slacking a little bit. I kind of have been putting it off because of this sickness that's around. I just don't want to leave if I don't have to. So I'm doing really well this time around, like incredibly well, and I'm so thankful for it because after my first son I had intense baby blues, which is just due to the hormonal changes after birth for about the first 2 weeks after you have your baby. They were really intense though, and it was I felt like it was more like postpartum depression, but it only lasted for the duration of what would have been the baby blues because I was in a pretty dark place those first 2 weeks, and it kind of lingered for about a month after, but the first 2 weeks were the hardest, and it almost traumatized me to have another baby for a while because I was petrified that I would go through that again and that this time it wouldn't go away. But this time around I've been so good mentally, and I'm not really sure. I think lots of things attribute to it. I'm more experienced this time. I'm not as shocked being thrown into diapers in the middle of the night changes and being demanded by all of the time by little humans. I also accepted a lot more help this time, and I've been relaxing more this time. With my first, I think I was deep cleaning the bedroom at like 3 days postpartum, and I thought that I had to do everything on my own because I still am a young mom, but I was even younger then. So I felt like I had like, I don't know if you can hear those birds, but they're really annoying. But I guess I felt like I had a point to prove that I could take care of my child like on my own, and like I won't be pawning my child off to anyone. and there's a difference between receiving help and pawning them off, and this time I definitely took help. I also have been really trying to take care of myself, sleeping whenever possible. Some days I even managed to get all of us to nap together. Micah, stop. They're gonna see your underwear. Sit down. Okay, he's only in underwear, so I keep having to put the blanket on him so y'all aren't seeing him in just his underwear. But like I was saying, I've been really trying to take care of myself. I've been making sure to drink water, trying to sleep when I can, trying to eat as best as I can. I'm not perfect at these things, but I really am attempting. Trying not to overdo it physically or anything like that. And just really take, especially these first 6 weeks, to really just recover. And I am taking quite a few like supplements and medications. I'm still taking pain medication, which is like a Motrin 800 or something like that. And I am still taking a stool softener. I am taking my prenatal. I am taking an iron pill because I am anemic. And ooh, bless you. And I've been taking a supplement by Pink Stork, which is a postpartum reset. It's supposed to help support postpartum mood and health, you know, the moodiness after birth. And I don't know if that's made a difference or not, but I've been taking it almost every day. And like I said, I feel pretty good. So physically, I feel like I am taking longer to heal this time around. My body, like my uterus hurts so bad. I did hemorrhage after birth. I'll be making a labor and delivery video. I explained a lot in my birth vlog, but I did leave some things out. But I think that has something to do with it because my uterus hurt so bad this time. And he did tear me. I had only a 1st-degree tear, but I think it hurt worse than my episiotomy. Like my episiotomy initially was very swollen, but I feel like by 1 week I was good. And my tear was pretty minimal, but it still causes me discomfort at times. And I'm still bleeding some, nothing heavy, but I do still have some light bleeding. So yeah, I am still bleeding some. I think I honestly did bleed with Micah until about 6 weeks, but I feel like, I don't know, this time just feels longer. It feels like it's taking longer and it's been more painful for sure. Breastfeeding is going good. I am producing a good amount of milk, and everything on that end is going well. So now I think we should move on to baby. I'll show my tummy at the end. But baby was born at 8 pounds, 2 ounces, 20.5 inches long. Micah, your underwear, get under the blanket. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so much to blur with this boy. Yeah, hi. But yes, that's how big he was. He is huge. He's giant. He's in size 1 diapers and 3-month clothing for the most part. He is wearing a newborn onesie now, but it's crazy how well he fits into 3 months. He seems to be really long with a smaller head and smaller arms. Because he always fits lengthwise into his sleepers just fine, and then his arms, the sleeves are always so long. And he sleeps pretty well. It depends, but he has given me a few 4, 5, and I think even 6-hour stretches of sleep. Not consistently, but before he's not even 1 month yet, and he's given me good stretches a few times. I think last night he slept for 6 hours. I'm not completely sure, but I remember I woke up about the time he would have normally been eating, and he was still asleep. I don't really know how often he wakes up at the night. I feel like 2 times, and then 1 really early morning. We go to bed at like 10-ish, and we don't get out of bed until about 10-ish. So he'll wake up a few hours in, and then he'll wake up really early in the morning, and then he'll wake up about the time where we get up for the day. And so cute.
Mommy?
Huh? Yeah, I see. Yeah, keep your underwear under there. Okay, I'm like super washed out, sorry, but we are bed sharing. I bed shared with my first son too. When you're breastfeeding for me personally, it's just easier. I sleep more, baby sleeps better. So I don't really know, I don't really keep track. I try to keep track, but in the night, like getting on my phone and stuff, it's so bright, I just don't. I wake up, usually pop Booby in his mouth, and then he's done and I go back to sleep. And that's pretty much the extent of it. He's a really good baby, like seriously. Not saying that Micah was a bad baby, but being a new mom, he was difficult for me. I wasn't used to the clinginess and the crying, and he would legit stay awake for 4 or 5 hours as a newborn. He always slept pretty well at night, but in the day he would stay awake for so long, and as a new mom, I felt like I had to stand there and stare at him if he was awake. I felt like I couldn't do anything. Obviously now I know differently, and for the most part, baby will eat and go back to sleep. Like, he literally sleeps so much. I also do hold him a lot, so maybe that has something to do with it. I really just appreciate this stage more this time. I feel I did enjoy it with Micah. After I got over like my baby blues thing, I definitely enjoyed Micah, but I appreciate it more this time because I know how fast it does go. I know this won't be forever. I know this period is so short, and they're really only babies for the first year of their life. They have little things of babyhood throughout their toddler years, but they're really only babies for the first year. And it flies, and then you're like, where did they go? And it's just one of the most precious ages because they're so small, and they're toddlers for a few years, but they're literally only babies for 1 year. Barely 1 year. And if they're like mine, they try to be toddlers at 9 months old and start walking. So we'll see how he does, but he's so cute. He's really smiley, and I hold him all the time. I nurse him all the time. He is a little dramatic when I set him down the few times I need to, when I need to like try to get ready, like take care of myself or take care of Micah. I do try to baby wear him here and there, but the few times I put him down, he's very dramatic. Like, I will hold him a whole nap and then he'll wake up, so I'll try to give Micah some food and change his diaper and change my clothes or something and clean up real fast, and he kind of goes from 0 to 100. He's looking at me like, I know you're talking about me, Mom. Yes, I am. Yep. And he cries real tears already, which I guess is normal, but Micah had clogged tear ducts, so I don't remember him crying tears until he was like 4 or 5 months old. So it breaks my heart. It breaks my little heart. But yeah, he's definitely not spoiled, because you can't spoil babies, but we'll just go with that. Mommy pretty much just holds him and boobs him like it should be, right? Right. I do give him vitamin D drops and probiotic, and that's pretty much it. I haven't experienced really the witching hour or anything with him yet. With Micah, he did have the witching hour where he would literally like cry and whine and fuss for hours in the evening. But I haven't had that yet, probably because, like I said, I just hold him all the time. And pretty much if you're holding them and have boob in their mouth, they're good. They're good. Okay, so I'm gonna put him down real fast and show you my tummy. My tummy. And he does really well breastfeeding too. He nurses so much, like a ton. A ton. He nurses, right? Right. Let's see. He's probably gonna get mad, so wait for it. Okay. Okay, so here's my stomach. Postpartum, 4.5 weeks. I feel like it's basically back. I've never had like a flat stomach. This is like just fat, like pudge is all that this is. I like cannot push my stomach out, which is like really weird. I guess my organs are still coming down, but this is literally the furthest it sticks out. And like if I suck in, this is like how flat it is, but this is relaxed. And here's the front of it. My line is still really dark. My belly's still pretty dark. And my belly button, I don't think it will like ever recover. It's even worse. But I don't have any like new stretch marks or anything. I didn't really get stretch marks with him either. I got a few right here around my belly button piercing, but this is all really dark. But it'll lighten up eventually. And I do have like these little like tiny love handles going on over my shorts. But this is 4 weeks postpartum. I have no idea how much I weigh. But I don't plan on doing anything to lose the weight anytime soon. Definitely not within the first 3 months. Maybe after that I will, because just to like love on myself some. But we'll see if I actually do that or not. But right now I'm not doing anything. I'm just breastfeeding. As far as being a mom of 2, I want to eventually make a video on adjusting to mom of 2 life, because I was really like anxious about this, but it really hasn't been bad. The only time I'm really overwhelmed is when I have a lot of house chores to do, and I definitely try to take it easy, but there's some days where I just can't let the mess sit anymore, and it stresses me out more to let it sit than it does to clean it. And sometimes I do get a little short-tempered when I'm tired with Micah over here, just because he's so high energy, and it's nothing against his fault, but let's be like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like I sometimes get frustrated with him. Stay down, you have your underwear. And when I need to clean, but for the most part it's been fine. Everyone told me that having 2 kids is like having 100, and maybe I'll feel that way eventually, but at this moment it does not feel like that. And you know, there's different phases in your kid's life. There's phases of Micah's life that were pretty easy, and then phases that were pretty difficult for me. But people stress me out for no reason, and it kind of makes me upset, because I was really anxious at times about it, and really it's been perfect, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. And I love having my 2 boys. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at RaisingBabyDiaz, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye guys.